Hey folks, this is Donnie with Standing Goats Rescue. I'm at a place I haven't been to in a very, very long time. Many of you, those of you that's been with us for a while here and been part of our family, many of you know what I went through years ago. I went through a possession. I was involved in ghost hunting, and that's hitting graveyards, abandoned buildings, just looking for the dead, to talk to the dead. And it led to me going through being oppressed, and then it led to a possession. And I had to go through a minor rites to get it exorcised. But I'm going to show you this. There were 2 graveyards that were involved with that happening to me. This is one of them. This is White Oak Cemetery. It's not maintained. It's out in the middle of nowhere. This is between Highway 231 and Highway 77. It is north of Sunny Hills, Florida, south of Wausau, and halfway between 77 and 231. Very old graves, but I'm going to tell you the story. I've been wanting to do this for a long time because a lot of people have asked me. A lot of you have emailed me about what happened to me. There's a lot of graveyards. Now, I'm not going to attempt anything as far as communicating with the deceased. I'm done with that. I'll never fool that. But I want to show you guys what happened. And this was the night that everything started. Alright, there are some stones up in here. Can't even see them right now. Yeah, you can. There's a headstone right here. I really don't want to go in here. There's a very old one. I'm not going to walk into it. There's an old headstone right here. And then we were getting answers to questions on them. And then they got some stones right here. But I'm going to show you, just tell you the story. I had some guys pull up on a little dune buggy thing and talk to me a little while ago. There's not many people out here, but I think it's those 2 stones right there, that headstone. It is I believe a Confederate soldier. We were standing, all of this azalea was nowhere near this size. We were standing there, it was still, was asking questions. We was not getting any responses from this guy, and I really wanted to hear from this soldier. And there were 5 of us here. One of the girls that were here with us, as I was asking questions, I had my recorder going. And I don't remember what I asked, but as soon as I asked it, this girl says, there's no such thing as ghost. And when we played it back, you can hear me asking the questions. There were no answers. And then when she said there's no such thing as ghosts, there was a very loud, growly, demonic voice, and it said, "Get out." It was extremely loud. I knew it came from here. We stood right at the end. We didn't stand on the stone, but right at the end, like right here, on that one, right there. There's 2 of them right there. The one closest to me. I'm not going to walk over there, but I stood right there on the ground, and I kept antagonizing him and telling him, "Look, just answer some questions, and I'll leave you alone. I won't bother you no more." And he wouldn't answer me. But we started hearing whispers. I kept asking. And then I got one answer that said, "Go." Well, I kept on, persistence, and I kept on asking questions. And under the ground, it was as though somebody was under my feet, and it felt like they took their fists and they punched the ground. Boom, 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 4 or 5 times. The 3 of us that were closest to that stone felt it. And one of the girls with us, it was her and her daughter. Her daughter is the one that said that there wasn't no such thing as a ghost. But she was standing there, and then her mother and myself. Before I could respond to it, they both freaked out. The daughter, I think she was 19 or 20 years old, she started crying. She started bawling. And she took off back to the vehicle. Her mother said, "Oh my God, there's something in the ground." I said, it felt like something knocked on the bottom of my shoe. And she said, "Yep, I think it's trying to come out of the ground." That was our sign to go. And, well, I didn't leave. I stayed there, same spot. I backed up a little bit because I did not, it literally felt like he was going to come out of the ground and grab me. It was dead still, just like it is now, nothing moving. And I said, "Come on, just let me know that you're here." I was kind of just pushing and pushing. I said, "Let me know that you're here and that you can hear me, and I'll leave you alone." And as soon as I said that, this one limb the one hanging over his headstone, started violently shaking. The leaves were blowing upwards. They were all lifted up like there was a force blowing from the ground up. I mean, raising that whole limb violently, just the one limb. And we had spotlights. We had a handheld million candle power light. We put lights in that tree. There was nothing up there. And it lasted for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then it stopped. Nothing else moved. And I had it on video. I got rid of everything after everything that happened due to that event, and that ended me as far as ever communicating with the dead. And that was, I think that was around 2002. It was somewhere back then. But I wanted to show you guys the other graveyard. That was in Marianna, downtown Marianna. It's a real old graveyard there, and we got a lot of physical activity, a lot of interaction from spirits there. And we left there, came home, and that night I was having paranormal activity in my home. The next night we came here to this graveyard. And when I got home the following day, the demonic stuff started. And I've been scared to come here, but talked to one of my sisters here on the channel, and I told her I'm gonna stop by there and take a picture or something of that old graveyard just to show you guys. And on the way home, I left early from the property because some stuff happened today over there. Something happened to me. I didn't see anything, but you guys may have already seen that video if I decided to upload it. I got a couple of articles that Brother Don sent me in that one. But I want to show you so you guys know where it's at. It's in the middle of nowhere, but you can look it up if you wish. This is the name of this cemetery, White Oak Cemetery. But guys, if you're into the communicating with the dead, please stop. Please don't do that. We're not supposed to speak to the dead. They're not supposed to speak to us. Leave them be. If I remember correctly, the word cemetery means place of rest. Let them rest. Go visit your loved ones, but please don't try to disturb them, because it doesn't lead to anything good, I promise you. Well, anyway, that's it on this one. I just wanted to stop and share that with you. It's going to be dark here in about 5 minutes, and I'm going to get out of here. But I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll certainly be seeing you soon. Be kind and be blessed. Most of all, be safe. We'll see you guys down the road. Bye-bye.